Hey guys, welcome to Skipper Surf Review, and today I'm going to review a high-performance mid-length surfboard Seaside and Beyond designed by Rob Machado. I'm an intermediate surfer, 5'9", 155 pounds. I live in New York and surf mostly beach breaks. I'm always looking for the one that makes me happy and also take my surfing to the next level. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to share my full experience surfing this board in different conditions. Let's get started. This is 6'8" Seaside and Beyond at 40.9 liters. It's a stretched out version of the Seaside with a fly rocker, a lot of foam in the chest area, and a small lift in the tail. It allows you to have a good paddle speed, get into the waves super early, and fly through the section with the glide. It's an LFT construction, which is not really durable compared to TimberTech or Helium. The top deck has a thicker glassing, and if you look closely, you can see my foot impressions. After surfing 4 months non-stop, I don't think it looks really bad. Let's take a look at the bottom of the board. Has a lot of concaves. It comes in futures and FCS2 fin boxes. Speaking of the fins, I just use Rob Machado quad set. It was specifically designed for the Seaside model. It works really good for me. Sometimes I take out the trail fins and use it as a twin. It reminds me of Go Fish, fun and skitty. After surfing this board for 4 months non-stop, I started to have some hairline cracks. The rails and the bottom of the board, it has a really light glassing, so you need to be really careful if you're around shore breaks. And check your board from time to time to see if there's any deep hairline crack and fix it immediately. I put some clips together for you, let's check them out. The waves in New York are not consistent, and we often have flat spells which can last for weeks. When the waves show up, I try to catch as many waves as I can, even if it's 1 foot. My average wave count per session on the Seaside and Beyond is usually over 10 waves, and it's less when it's big and sketchy. Based on the Firewire website, the ideal wave size for the Seaside and Beyond is from 1 up to 5 foot, but in my opinion can really work well in 6+ surf. 2 months ago, I went up north to surf some cobblestone boulder reef break. Despite the heavy crowds, the board allowed me to catch plenty of waves without much hustle. I was also able to pick up some nuggets on the inside, but occasionally taking some sets on the head. The Seaside and Beyond worked amazing in pumping surf and had exceeded my expectations, as I was planning on surfing this swell on the Rob Machado Glacier. You can check out more waves from that session if you click on the link below. Now I would like to talk about my surf progression on this board. The first thing I noticed after surfing it for 2 weeks is that it smoothed out my flow and lines across a wave. It made me work for that line and source of power on the wave, which is concentrated in the pocket. If you stay in or near the pocket, you can generate maximal speed and enjoy a longer ride. The more speed you have, the bigger and better maneuvers you can perform. If it's a fast closeout wave, I prefer to surf it as a twin. I'm getting more speed, longer rides that I usually complete with one maneuver like a foam climb. On a slow wave with an open face, I can surf with more performance. I mostly work on my flow and turns. Here's a slow left, projecting down the line, top turn, and finish out with a cutback. This is a nice runner. Unfortunately, I missed the section to do the turn and opted to get more speed for a floater. This is probably my favorite condition to surf on the Seaside and Beyond. It's a medium-sized swell, high tide with a backwash. I usually position myself on the inside and catch a lot of waves that nobody can see or won't in the back line. Here's a nice ride. I barely paddle for this wave, quick pop up, top turn, trying to do cutback, staying lower, maintaining speed, and then finishing out with a small turn. The board can handle steep drops very well. I usually angle my takeoff, keep my weight forward, and charge the inside rail. On this wave, I didn't angle the board and I was forced to do a bottom turn, then set my rail and was hoping to get barreled. Here's the left, angle my takeoff, tried to stay lower to pass through white water section, was waiting for the wave to open up a little bit, and then finish up with a cutback. Hey guys, I've created this table for you that may help you to get the right size. And if you have any questions or thoughts, please leave them in the comment section below. In my case, I purchased the 7.0 at the end of 2019 when my weight was around 170 pounds. I surfed on it for 6 months, and when the 6.8 was available at the local surf shop, I decided to get it, as I was really curious how the shorter version would work for me. The first thing I noticed was it felt less bulky. There was no difference in terms of paddling. Surfing small waves was much easier on the 6.8 for me, as I was able to generate my own speed quicker to beat the sections and make turns with less effort. Catching 3+ foot waves was easier on the 7.0 and I was getting more glide, which I really miss sometimes. You can watch one of my favorite sessions on the 7.0 if you click on the link below. I think this is a great board to have in the quiver. It's been accelerating my surf progression, and in fact, I started moving my back foot all the way back to the tail to make precise turns. It's a muscle memory now. For some reason, I wasn't really thinking of doing it before. If I had one board for the rest of my life, this would be the one. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video like this, please click on like button, subscribe button and notification bell. And also feel free to add me on Instagram. If you decide to get a Seaside and Beyond, have fun, and until next time.